help out whenever they can. And so a lot of times they do, and they'll give me a box of food to come bring to the block. And so everybody will have like Wingstop or Jimmy John's or Chipotle.
What I see a lot is that a lot of the homeless, it's like a close community and they help out each other.
Yeah, we try to. There's a lot of people who like try to be a part of our community, but all they do is steal from us. And right now we're trying to figure out who those people are. We're trying to weed them out.
Yeah.
But the main people, like the people you see behind or saw behind me over there, but down there, we live together. We help each other. So like if somebody has to go, if somebody's on probation, they have to go to probation meeting, we'll watch their stuff for them.
Nice.
So that they can have peace of mind while they go do their stuff. Mm-hmm. Somebody needs to run some errands, go to the grocery store, whatever. Some of these people do have kids, they do have families, and they're allowed to go see them. They're just homeless, and so they can't be with their kids, but they get to go see their kids once or twice a week. And so it's like I will gladly watch your shit while you go see your kids, because that's amazing that you still get to see your kids.
Yeah. Do you have kids?
I do. I've got a son. He'll be 10 in November.
Oh.
And I don't get to see him at all. But I didn't even know he existed until he was 2.5 years old. So it's neither here nor there. But I'm trying to get off the street for a dozen reasons, and that's just the start. There's a dozen more that come behind that. Yeah. Because the street is a place for nobody, and it's no fun. It may seem like it from the outside looking in, but I promise you, from the inside looking out, it's not. It's a bunch of heartache and pain, and your friends dying every day. It's rough.
So, with that being said, where do you see yourself in 5 years from now, Gator?
Well, when I first hit the street, I said I was only going to be homeless for 3 years, worst case. And 7 years later, I keep telling myself the same thing.
And this is consecutive.
I'm not doing one more winter. I'm not doing one more winter on the street. Reality is, I'm probably going to end up doing another winter on the street. But if I can help it and keep my wife warm, then we'll get through it one more time. And hopefully next year, do it again one more time, and hopefully get it. I mean, I'm on every housing list that Jeffco and Denver has to offer, so it's just a matter of time. Just got to work my way up the list.
That's right.
So,
and if there was one thing that you want people out there to know, Gator, what would that be?
I think everybody should have to spend at least 1 year on the street. Like you have to do this to get your driver's license. I think once you graduate high school, take a little break, but by the time you're about 20, 21, you should be mandatory that everybody has to spend 1 year on the street being a hobo, because you will grow in so many different ways, and it will teach you who you really are. It'll teach you who you are as a man or woman, your character, your integrity, your loyalty. All of that will be tested down to your core. And I think everybody should have to go through that, because myself, I've been humbled so much by being out here. I mean, I was always a giver in my previous life. I call it my previous life because it's night and day. I do a lot of the same things because I have the same knowledge, but this life is not like my old life. I had money. I would drive down the street and give $100 bills to homeless people standing on the corner flying a sign, because I knew at some point, like, that would just strike them and be like, oh, fuck yeah, somebody finally saw me and gave me that break. And maybe that $100, like, got them off the street at the time. Yeah. So now that I'm here, I'm just hoping that somebody pays it forward and can help me. Yeah. I've had a couple of people try, and unfortunately my stuff with them fell through and ended up back out here. But it is what it is. It's a lot of trial and error. It's not much more you can ask for.
Yeah.
So, but yeah.
Well, thank you for your story. Do you mind if I pray for you?
Absolutely.
Okay.